Once you're better with it and you feel more comfortable, you can do it after as well. Just see how you feel. If you're really, really inflamed too, there's another product called Xlear Max, which is a good one. The
I've
difference
not
is,
tried that one. I'm scared of that one.
yeah, well, the rescue one I think is like the strongest for like a killing perspective. The Xlear Max is more like anti-inflammatory. So the
Okay.
big difference is, the last one was grapefruit, by the way, in the rescue. Okay, and so in the Max, the difference is it still has the same saline, still has the same xylitol. So this has xylitol plus 6 herbs. Okay, saline. This has xylitol, saline. And the difference is it has aloe, so it's a little bit more soothing. All right, for the sinus cavity. It has the grapefruit as well, which so it still has some killing effects in it. And it has some capsicum, which is like a homeopathic anti-inflammatory. So this is like if you're like the tissue's really inflamed, really raw, this is a better one. This one's really good for killing because of the different herbs that are in there. And then there's a regular one out there. I have it upstairs as well, which is the regular Xlear. And that's more for like people that have chronic sinus issues. You can use that more every day. And it's a little bit more gentle where it's just the xylitol and the grapefruit extract, and it has the saline. And again, the benefit of that, the xylitol, it really kind of knocks down some of the bacteria that could be there. It prevents biofilms from adhesing. So biofilms are like the protective shields that a lot of the bacteria use to protect against the bugs. So that's very helpful. And so the nice thing is if you do the saline, right? Oh, by the way, the water, reverse osmosis or distilled, make sure it's high quality filtered water. Do not use your general tap water. Very bad. So make sure it's really good. Don't even use like Brita water. It's got to be really good, clean, filtered water. Like every now and then I'll use the water out of my faucet because I have a whole house activated charcoal system. So it's still good. But I also have a RO system where my countertop is. So that's where we cook in and drink out of that water. So I use that 99% of the time. So I'll use that. I'll add the packet, fill it up, 8 ounces, packet, and then I'll add either hydrogen peroxide or silver. It's good to have a couple that you rotate through just in case there's some resistance, which is, meaning like there's some bacteria or viral resistance. It's good to have a couple of things there. And then I also have just a straight grapefruit and saline solution as well. This one's okay. It's gentle. And so those are good ways to do it. And I recommend start to do it before you flush, like 5-10 minutes before, because a lot of times it just releases a lot of mucus and then it allows the flush to do really well. And then depending on how you feel afterwards, you can also try it after a flush and then give it a spray or so once everything's really clean and see how you do afterwards. So that's a good kind of start out of the gates. Of course, things like, N-acetylcysteine is wonderful. NAC is great. That helps with the inflammation, really helps drying up the sinuses. I'll do glutathione as well. I'll do high dose vitamin C. We'll add in some different nutrients, zinc, those kind of things as well. All the good immune nutrients, vitamin D, decrease all the sugar consumption. A lot of that's very, very, very helpful. And then I also have a red light in the office. And so I'll kind of go up against it and let the red light get in there because that's very anti-inflammatory as well.
Man, I should have paid better attention to the label on that Max. I was afraid of that one because I thought that one was more intense than the rescue. I've done the rescue forever. I kind of like the burn. You will get a little burn with that rescue one, but the way you talk, that Max is actually more soothing than the rescue. The rescue is more hardcore. So I need to try the Max. I've never experimented with it.
Yeah, I think the big thing in the Max is just people are already like more inflamed because
Hmm.
there's less killers in there. It's grapefruit. It's got the same sodium chloride. It's got the aloe, which is soothing, and then it has the capsicum. So I'll do that right now, actually.
That's very cool. And the question came in about colloidal silver. So in some of the rinses, you could do a little bit of silver. We also have talked
So I
about.
already talked about that. So I said you can do the hydrogen peroxide, add it, or like I'll do my nano silver, like my GI Clear 3 or some kind of a silver. So you'd add like a dropper or two worth of silver in there, which is what I have for there. So I have silver. You can do silver, you can do hydrogen peroxide, and you can also do some iodine. Those are 3 good ones that you could do. You could also throw in like someone in the chat wrote about like oil of oregano or tea tree or some of that. Maybe overkill if you're already using the rescue afterwards or before because you're already adding that to it.
Yeah, and so we could do that in a nebulizer protocol too. So if we're doing a hydrogen peroxide or a glutathione or a silver nebulizer, that could be another sinus support.